media. Atelenata Modube, Alafu Mamos. Mamos media. Walanata Modube, Alafu Mamos. Television on the radio, La Carola. You let the Jetabi. Morka, you the winning. Multimedia, Africa, and in diaspora. Atalanta Modube, Alafu Mamos. Mamos Media. Multimedia, Africa, and in diaspora. Walanata Modube, Alafu Mamos. Media, Atelenata Modube, Alafu Mamos. Nene Boja Sangarango, oh Nene, Afanabe Oslo, no.
Good evening and welcome to today's news review. You live on Mamos Radio. I'm your host, Rohi Konatige.
Welcome to Gambia Today News Review. Listeners, you're tuned into Mamos Radio on Mamos Media. It is Friday, 5th of February 2021. I am Nene with a review of the nation's top headlines. NFTR engages public on tax compliance. The Network of Financial and Tax Reporters, NFTR Gambia chapter, on Wednesday organised a public-private partnership and media engagement forum to sensitize the public on tax compliance. The forum was held at the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry GCCI Kerujula office in Bijilo. The forum aimed at bringing key players together to discuss the importance of tax compliance and the need for tax reduction or tax break due to the negative impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. NIA was set up to spy on politicians, TRRC witness says. The former Deputy Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, now State Intelligence Services, SIC, Fode Momodu Haidara, has said that one of the main reasons for setting up of the NIA was to spy on politicians. Testifying at the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission, TRRC, on Thursday, Haidara said that among the objectives of the NIA was to give former President Yahya Jammeh an advantage over the opposition during elections. He said the purpose of setting up the NIA was defeated by some of the addictives built within the system. He said that the whole objective was to serve the government and to give the president an unfair advantage in elections. Quote, the NIA was built and then thieves added to it, which eventually defeated the general purpose of the intelligence services. The NIA was built badly in the first place, unquote, he said. Second Cabinet meeting of 2021 held on Thursday, 4th of February. These are the conclusions of the second Cabinet meeting of 2021 held on 4th of February. Cabinet discussed and adopted a paper presented by the Ministry of Trade, Works and Infrastructure on the revised scope of the Banjo Rehabilitation Project of roads, drains and sewage systems, Addendum 2. The proposed scope of work will cover a total of 17 streets in the older parts of the city and 4 additional streets in the Tobacco Road area. These works will be attended by an equal refurbishment of drainage and sidewalks. It is also proposed that the major outlet drains on Cotton Street, Kent Street, Combo Street, Grant Street and Albion to Box Bar are to be covered in order to curtail the prevalence of dumping of solid waste in them which has been choking the drainage systems. Built in the 1950s, the walls of these drains are either weak or have collapsed in sections, and hence the need to reconstruct them in order to support the covers. A press release: persons in violation of COVID-19 testing and isolation protocol. Following the 26 January 2021 press release, we hereby release below the names of those who have evaded admission into health and isolation facilities as of January 31st, 2021. It will be recalled that the preceding press release indicated that within the 20th to the 25th of January, 40 persons had been at large. This publication goes further to share all the cases that were confirmed to be COVID positive and have been non-compliant in the month of January 2021. It should be noted that it could be that some of the individuals on this list may have become negative or are no longer actively shedding the virus at the point of this publication. However, due to their non-compliance to abide by the ministry's isolation and testing policy, we cannot entirely ascertain that. Interest rates drops to 15% amid COVID-19. According to bank sources, all commercial banks in the country have responded positively to the appeal of the governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, CBG, Bua Seydi, to reduce bank interest rates from 21% to 15% effective 1st of February 2021. A financial analyst told this medium that the intervention of the governor was timely, as businesses in general are not attractive as before due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Quote, "The reduction will add volume to sustain businesses, and Governor Seydi should be commended for his bold initiative in making sure that the high interest rates have been reduced to allow businesses to flourish," unquote. Listeners, that was this evening's news review. Thank you for tuning in to Mamos Radio on Mamos Media this Friday. Have a wonderful and pleasant weekend.
Thank you, Nene, for today's news review. Listeners, you live on Mamos Radio. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. We'll be back with the Mandinka news with Lamin Marong.
Assalamu alaikum badingolum bale konton na tolo na konton di mala nalbade mala ni marong dol ka kiyam man sam felen dunta abayla moy kam mam la radi bumbala konta la ka kibaro men sambale na wato wati binkana ko janin ka ke fonsi kibaro ko folo dialla NFTR nyinkera kafulete meya lonko nyine be maraling purka lempu kanin Gambia banko kan anin konyin tembola nyin araba tambila ye mitimba kumandi purka je kafulu aramulu sibenno si kachake no nyamen men satena molka lempu minjo anun ka itandila kuma nyimembala Mamos la kibaru bundale usafe NIA menketa National Intelligence Agency me alon ko police la kullo kafubatanu sai ka fa SAS nundo ka NIA iko bringa be la nyatun ko normalan ko abe kachakan TRRC ni watulu aya banke akoya NIA londe ya la tumo puruka korsiroke political party men be Gambia puruka manyanyi menke isaje isafono president Mamos la kibar bulalo fanan bonde aninyo watulu mansakunda ekola cabinet wala mansakunda la ministerlu menibe duk wala nyin temboto koye la meeting flanjangu nyin kala nyin talata tambila to babakaro tili nani andung ye kukuma balu karange anun kachaje meya lonko ibe lefla pour nyin watulu isiwo korsi anun asikela tamaram Bulletin minister member maraling tamol kunyala anin dukulu kunyala Gambia banko kan ay kaito bondi membe denning pour ka duku ke banjulu la sate woni pour ka dokundi kodeke nyum kuta me yalon ko mayate andu nyi watulu ibolo koros kan anum pour ka kela doku rawdo waran nyi watulu kono Mamos la kibar bunda wala o fanam bonde anin kibar kandi fanan fendita me ya lonko ko mulu me ya lonko ye samba quarantine men be dende nyin kuran jawle ka me covid-19 anu wo mulu wolul borta pour ka jebula ay man sartulu land noma me ya lonko ministre me marle jada kenda bundala ye sartulu men landi balantala le borta mbo kibaro fanan futandalma ani ko nyum fanan nina raka julota bank ani ka fo e nyanta ka julojo e ka lafaro men ka kan e ka me interest e ko ni watulu ya datalande bakele e ka mwang nin killing ne kani kemokono ani ko yo jindle kara tanni luldron e nyanta ko lojo kabo ni fewar koro atili follow e lengo be datla point la newspaper le o safe nsemen ka don ngadon kibaro ni fam kono NFTR mi alon ka fubalo ngolbe loring pour ka korsiro ke mul nyanda kanamo menjo wara lempo nyi menjo e ko nyi watuli e bemba ke anun pour ka kachake nyi araba tambila pour ni mulsi kacha anun ka mulu kalamuta ndiko kumaya nyi membala anun mone atinna anun nyanda ka musila leta pour kaje isi mulu kalamuta ndene nyame e ko nyi kacha ba yake GCCI me ka fuda me kedu jula ala ofiso nyinto bigilo nyi bemba nyi keta wolto ko bon nyina kumaya mulu kafuta nyoma puruka kachake anun ka itandi la ko kumaya membala puruka namujo anun mone atinna be dariro fanankela puruka namo nyin talano nya mulu kamenjo kantu ngalen ko covid-19 menketa ay bata ba jamal samanan safar laliye anin business laliye Gambia banko kan wala na nyi meeting nyi akumaya ta bakene kibar buna men safe wala Mamos la media te anun NIA iko alotala drone pour ka politique patilu pour que korsi anun ka kibaro futandi ya jammema membe infokan wala mula deputy director ti me alon ko ay kachake ti RLC ni watu lukono ako NIA ya londi watu menna alotala drone pour ka politique party lalu pour que korsi anun pour ka akunyin ka be banke ya jamme menkeda fode Muhammad Haidara atlamu nyaton ko normalan koti o tembola anun ako dalilo me atna nyin lota alotala drone pour ka korsi roke politiko betama kan Gambia ko nyamen aben kibaro nyin dikan TRRC biriba nyin kakan nyin talata tambila haidra ako nyimu kolel timeya lonko yaya jamme aya ke purka atafang sembentu ya waran purka makoy ka lonko political party be Gambia be mum manyale la wara munebe kering ako aloto drone kama purka je abe wolu boynd la nyamen pour atasi keno gagner lati wara salon femfe betama kan prasi bono be kalama ako yin keda dalil foloti me yalena yen kafubani menkeda NIA ti yalo watolo ako yalo nyamen amallo anin silola anu katapale yani sunyaro ke biringalo watolo akanyang akalota ni silol men nafang wala fang men betea kujaw balal ketanunje kibar bunna men fana safi wala mu Mamos la media ti iko nyine kata meeting ba fulan jamoti me alon ko ministalu membe Gambia e bemba kay nyin tuwabu karo tili nani nyi february karo kono e ko nyi meeting nyin ya kumfa anu ya kachali nyi menke ya kumata anu walel bekele la tamaram bloti tumomena minister meme marni safaru ni doku kunya la Gambia banko kan anyi yitande ko banjulla doku nyin me ya dati pour que la silolu deda anu la jibor silolu men be je me alon ko tinyata o mukuta me alon ko wole kachanyi fam be tenkumba a kontineta ayo fo ako nyinketa kote me alon ko akumayata bake anun dulale men alon ko wanyun sade kono itinyata bake ila jibor dulal tinyata menketa Cotton Street, Kent Street, Combo Street, Grand Street, Albion to kata box bar ni be mudula teme ya lonko e nyanta ke bede da anu e nyanta ka ila gibor sulul fana e nyanta ke boy murale me ya lonko asiki aka tinna mo jamalu e ka fenlu jamalu fay o kasun aka suki me ya lonko jebu ka borno ka nyanda ka borno nyame anu jibor dulal nyin yewolde da brin 1950 o tumo nyina yedda sai be tembo mento e masembo soto duladol fam boy kan fam so wol be nyantale purka e deda kuke prasi bambando nyamen ni nyanta purka mura e kibar buna men fana safe wala mo Mamos la bidiyate ani kibar kando men fedeta ya yitande molla ko ni molu men ya lonko i balanta biritumo men ye taste anu ya je ko e kuran bañi soto anu dolu biri futata gabe boko ye taste pour nyanda kara quarantine wolel borta ye nyine fintindi biritumo men karo 20 january karo atlumon ani worowla watole ye bonde e ko birin watola karabla january karo tiltan saba anin killing in 2021 san kono ni molu wolel borta men tada fo motan nani mi ya lonko yebe yamarle prusi tara lato ikana mol kana kafu kanto ya tastero ni menkela pruka fo courant ni membela akana sawn wara nin courant bela isaja se finte jani ni moba kafula ikonyin neketa multi mene ya lonko e man ila luwanyi noma anu e borta e me e manankun no anu akonyin keta kuti nyine atinna yanyin kuonyi banke purusa long asikeno nyi monument borta wolbe tembo mento dolo asikenyin kurang nyin tela hani demanding to moment na be kibaro nyin fintendila Mamos la kibar bunda ole nyin fanan safe ani fananko e konyi watolu mene julolu tawaran julowi mene la pour que jo nin kememu wanin killing barisain ya talale fo kata fo nin kememu tan ani lulu e nyanda ko lo jo mene o ke dron konyi kuran jawba men ke covid-19 de wala mo wala asunta wala la yenyi fo e ko bank mene be Gambia mene ya lonko ju safar banko lamo mene be banko nyin kan Gambia e ko ibe nada son ko birin gofono nyin anata nyin karo ka e dani roke pour isi talaro ke julobe menla pour nyanda ka juloni menjo pour kana lemponi kana lafa bake pour sa talano pour jo sone anu nyame men keda baw sedi a telemu nyaton koti anu atlefane dani roke pour si talaro ke nyina anu isonta anu talaro be datla ni february ko telefolo in 2021 saw nyin kono akobri korosi loke nyina ya lonna ko ni yaje mfindita nan pour kanyinke aninke dani pour molbe julaya ni safaro nyu mena pour wosi kontineno anun akana ke batati kandu ngalone nyu kuran jawba nyi men fenda mem covid-19 ti bataro menke amanke ko julaya waran safaro katamale ko nun ton daltala nyamen ako nyine ke sababu te wala yatinna na dani roke anu nyun fanan be na da son ani nata jeko kula me anan ka ko mayata le pruka do ko kendo no nyama anu biso so nyi continue no nyama ko ha me nyame mbadu won be lola jam folo mba flale na be tata kuma solo no le ninga fa mafo kun sounda al salo na hada mediana so da malam anal bade malam ni maron dol kay kiyam man samba flale mbara fanyata ndo.
Thank you, listeners. That was the end of tonight's news review and commentary from the Mamos team.
Mamos media, Atlanta Modube, Alafu Mamos. Media, wala nata Modube, Alafu Mamos. Television on the radio, la Carola, you let the Jetabi, Molka, you the wedding. Multimedia, Africa, and in diaspora, Atlanta Modube, Alafu Mamos.